All right, so let me just, I guess, ask first. Have you played a lot, or have you just started out?
I haven't played that much. Let me quickly check. I've played apparently 6.5 hours. I've started yesterday.
Okay, so relatively new still.
Yeah, still relatively new. I'm just exploring everything, checking out the different units, seeing okay, what counters which type of unit. Just getting used to that. And right now, I'm also trying to figure out like formations and stuff like that, like what makes the most sense formation wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you want to, the way that we can do this is, I mean, first of all, it'd be nice, I guess, if you like share your Mechabellum game so I can like watch with you in real time.
Sure.
Um,
Let me just do that.
Typically, when it comes to like newer players, I like go doing like one game maybe in the against the bot, so in solo.
Hmm.
And then maybe after that we can like fit in one or two games on ladder. But I can at least we can take our time with the first game because we have like an infinite amount of time against the bot. Whereas explaining things like with a 90-second timer ticking down is maybe a little bit much.
Yeah, 100%. Let me just quickly set up my stream as well because I haven't streamed Mechabellum yet.
Sure.
So I'm quickly gonna add that as a capture as well. All right, there we go.
Alrighty.
So how do I go against the bot? Just solo, I guess, or
Yep. And then practice
there it is. Yeah.
and then insane. These bots are not very good compared to real people, so we should do fine. But at least here, as you
Hmm.
can see, the round timer is like infinity almost. So
Ah, yeah.
we can take our time,
Gives
we
us
can ask
time.
questions, that type of stuff.
Hmm. I got one
Um,
here immediately. Like, is there a specific meta at the moment? Like, what's best here when it comes to these bonuses? What I've seen so far is like aerial specialist is quite nice because you can like immediately start off with an air unit.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, so when it comes to meta at the moment, at the very high MMRs, it's mostly about playing aggressive because a lot of the packs are at high MMR, better play defensively. However, I think for someone starting out, it can be easier to play like long range games or like play around your towers. Um,
Mm.
but you can kind of pick like whichever you want here. Uh, like you can play the aerial spec if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the units. Void Eye doesn't really strike me as a good one, at least from what I've seen so far, at least early on, I
It's a
want to
fine
say.
unit early.
It
Um,
is okay.
it's a bit tricky maybe later on to play, but it's a fine unit to have early.
All right.
So I don't know if you're like too familiar with like the core unit roles, like how we define what a unit does in this game.
I've sort of configured it into like categorized it into like AoE and single target, swarm
Mm-hmm.
and not swarm.
Yeah, so swarm would be what we call chaff, um, like the crawlers and the fangs, the really small units.
Hmm.
Their job is
Yeah.
basically just to die and buy time for your other units. We have DPS. In this case, you start with some DPS on your board, which are the Void Eyes, and you've got what you call AoE, is what we call chaff clear. So spiders, well, tarantulas, which we call spiders for short, is chaff clear. So a nice exercise to do is anytime that you pick a starting pack, try and identify like the one unit role that you're missing, and buy
Hmm.
that.
So right now I don't have any chaff. I want to say actually I don't have any. These guys don't really do too well against swarms, right? Like
No, no, they are
actually,
chaff clear. They're basically
yeah, yeah,
meant
okay,
to
they
kill
got a good
crawlers and
attack
fangs.
interval.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So in that case, I guess I need like a it's like a swarm or Jaff unit of my own because I don't have
Yes.
anything that really soaks up damage against single target right now. Against yeah, single target at the moment. But he already has Arclight, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that makes a lot of sense right now to go into that type unit. So this is a situation where I would right now assume, okay, maybe I just go immediately for an air unit because that's like the
You
one
could.
thing that he just doesn't have a counter against.
I wouldn't worry about that too much, right? The thing
Okay.
is, no matter what, you're always going to need chaff on your board. And your opponent
Okay.
will always need to have chaff clear. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy it, right? Like, you're going to have a mix of DPS units, chaff clear, and chaff. And the point of chaff is to prevent the enemy DPS from locking onto your important units. So,
Gotcha.
it's still going to be very important because if you don't have it, then all of your units are exposed. So I would just buy like double crawler here.
Double crawler. Something that I've seen is like, doesn't Fang also make sense in case your opponent goes air? Because then you can like immediately have like Fangs deal with air.
Sure. I mean, you can
Or
have
is
a
crawler
look
just
at
like better?
I like crawlers in general more on round one,
Mm.
because you can put them behind the towers, but because they're fast, they like they kind of just like run forward in front of your army. So I would just like a position that you will be able to just always use in your games is crawler like flush against the tower, the way that they're now. Yes, that. So that is where you will want a crawler every game. No need to change it. That is just a good spot for crawlers to be. And then you'll probably create a next wave, which will be all the way up against the backboard. But this is very good. So you could just end deployment here and kind of see where your opponent is. Okay, so they went...
How does Sledgehammers do here?
Sledgehammers, I mean, you might end up... I don't know exactly if you win or lose this. You might end up losing. But your opponent basically skipped a deployment to buy one sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks sort of fine still, though. The thing is, like, spiders are quite beefy, and void eyes are relatively good DPS this early on. So you might just be completely fine.
Oh yeah, looks good. Surprisingly.
Also, like, don't worry about it too much, right? Like, losing round one is not that important. You kind of just want to try and set up a nice mix of units. And then later on, you will just, like, catch up, basically, at some point, and suddenly, like, your comp makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Okay, so in this scenario, Wasp Swarm is very nice. It's a very strong spell. You can kind of just throw it in your opponent's backline, and it's very hard to defend. It might take a tower. The other thing you could consider is the Scorpion there, but this is fine.
Yeah, I kind of figure I just like put it back here or something like that. And then like there's a sniper here, so probably best over here.
Yep.
Just try and hit outpost there.
Keep in mind that you don't know...
Just towers?
Yeah, towers.
Okay.
Keep in mind you don't know where the marksman is, right? That's why the board is gray.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It could be anywhere. You just got that from a specialist.
Oh, okay. So I can see this one already just because it's like guaranteed that it's coming in.
Yes. Yes, correct. Okay. So there's two things you can do here. I guess the thing that would make the most sense for you is, considering your aerial spec, is buy an air unit. You could also just buy triple chaff. That's also fine. Like, keep in mind there is also the Wasp Swarm. So it's not a bad idea to buy, let's say, for instance, the triple Fangs. You talked about it earlier. Like, Fangs can shoot air units. So, like, that is fine. Typically, like, round 2, it's okay to just, like, buy 3 chaff.
All right, let's do that then.
So, and the positioning for these, I would put them, like that, but like right behind the crawlers, behind the tower, essentially. Like flush against the crawler. Yeah, 2 squares to the left. Yep, perfect. Again, this is a positioning that you'll be able to just use in your games. Kind of copy-paste if you're looking for where to put Fangs. You could put one of these further up. Vertical as well. Let's say like in front of your void eyes. So what we're gonna create here, that for instance is fine. What you're gonna create here is what we call a funnel. So what that means is like your furthest forward unit will pull a lot of the enemy units because they want to target whatever's closest to them. So this will draw in the enemy units towards this one Fang. And it's not very wide, right? Because we positioned it vertically.
Yeah.
So it basically draws all the enemy units into this like stack that you have of a Void Eye and a Spider, which is a DPS and a Chaff Clear unit. So no matter what you pull there, theoretically you should be able to deal with it, right? Because the DPS can take down the big units, and the Spider can take down the small units. And this is a very common thing you will see on boards, and something you will try to kind of build all across the board. So like these kind of DPS and chaff clear setups that are supported by chaff to protect them and potentially funnel in units.
So is like funneling more common than like spreading out and just trying to overwhelm from... I guess the rounds don't really matter in Mechabellum as much as they do in like Age of Empires. So funneling, I guess, makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily lose anything. You don't get a bonus, for instance, for winning a round.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing is like you get more experience, I guess, because you kill all the enemy units. But aside from that, losing a round doesn't mean too much. You will go wide eventually, but it tends to be like wide with like, let's say 4 funnels. So like 4 of these kind of bundles of units is what the board will typically end up looking like.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna end deployment then. So move that one further to the left. Got additional marksman, and he connected them.
Tech his sledges with Link. Interesting.
Okay, but we're getting the power here.
We are. Their sledges are going to be incredibly beefy, though.
Yeah, I've seen the melty beam guys do incredibly well against them whenever they're like connected.
Yeah. That or Scorpion is a good response. Okay. Scorpion in general is just good into sledges, whether or not they are linked. So, yeah. Scorpion is also like ever so slightly cheaper, I guess, but it doesn't shoot up.
So what do we have here? There we go. We already get a melting point there.
Well.
Perfect.
No need to worry about it.
Should I put this one further in the back, or?
No, you can put it in front if you want to. It's all right here. It can just be flush, like basically against the like that. It's a decently tanky giant, so and it's still like not too far forward. I guess normally speaking, the spiders that you have, you probably want them to be in like kind of in front of the tower a bit more, but this will work just fine.
Okay, so these I can expect as more like a tank as well, or are they mostly DPS?
They're chaff clear, and they are also relatively beefy, so they don't do too bad of a job of tanking.
Okay.
Their main job is to clear small units, though.
I see the attack stats. Is there like something like armor that I can see somewhere?
No, there is no armor in this game. No
armor. Okay, so only with like the upgrades here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was wondering, like sometimes it felt like my units did a lot of damage, sometimes it felt like they don't. So that's just all based on how much health they have.
Yeah, health and the attack of your units.
Okay.
So something here to consider is you took the Melter from the drop, right? They will be offered the exact same cards. A nice exercise, if you feel like you have the time for it, is trying to think what your opponent will build. So for instance, there was a Wasp offered. You are somewhat weak to Wasp. You can also see they picked Extended Range Phantom Ray. So maybe it signals that they want to get into air. Your melting point is like fine into bigger targets, but it's not really good into small units. So you could try and buy something like Mustangs here preemptively, for instance.
All right, where's the Mustang?
Second row all the way to the left.
There we go, okay.
Yep.
Should I immediately prioritize the anti-air upgrade, or are they fine at the beginning?
I mean, you could just buy... You don't have the money anyway to tech them right now. It's relatively early. You'll probably want to range them next turn. This is something that I typically would recommend you do anyway, is try and get range on your chaff clear units, like on round 4, if you can. Because like that's going to be the most important role in the early game.
Hmm.
You can put these like in the middle as well. So like try and basically again line them up with the melting point and put them further back because they're very quick units. So I would put them like 6 or 7 squares behind the towers, basically.
Oh.
Yes. And
Okay.
you can always put Mustangs horizontal. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. So this is always where you're going to want your Mustangs to be, pretty much, because they're very quick units. So you want to try and make sure that they arrive at the fight at the same time as those slower units you have. Like the melting point, the spiders, they're a lot slower.
Okay. Anything else that I should like aim into at the moment? Is there like a general goal that I should chase after currently? Like, for example, like a cheeky play onto like the sides here,
You
or
could.
is that okay?
You don't have the deployments or the money for it, but if it's still
Is it
available next round,
worth
no,
going
no,
for like
don't
a
loan.
rapid resupply early on? No, okay.
No. Loan is like
Because I've done that
fine.
tons of times.
I mean, sometimes you can get away with it, but the next round you will typically have to recover because if you keep loaning, it's just not really viable to keep loaning this early on. You lose way too much throughout the game. Loan is something that you should do when it's like you think it's the last round. Either like if you lose one more round, you're gonna die, or if you win one more round, you're gonna win. Aside from that, round 7 is a good round to start loaning.
Okay.
As a rule of thumb.
And something that I've actually not been sure, if I don't use all my supplies, do they carry over?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So it's fine to keep floating money sometimes.
Just like if I don't have something specifically that I want to spend, of course I can always like put a sentry missile here to the sides just in case, but
yeah,
I don't have to feel bad about it pretty much.
No, especially if you're like winning, it's fine to carry over resources because typically if you're winning, your opponent has a problem to solve and you'll be able to basically wait around, see what they did, and then you have more resources in the next round to try and, react to what they did. Instead of proactively trying to create problems. Like you can actually like know what will create problems because you can see their board.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Should I just end deployment, save some up, and see how it goes?
Yep.
Right. So here we go. As you mentioned, we do get some air in. Warps, so Jeff air. Oh yeah, they're doing fine even without the air upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, you will want to range them because, like, as you can see, like, they get in front, which is not ideal. So, like, they will end up dying. But it's nice that we already have them on the board, right? So this is, like, one of those preemptive plays that does, like, work out decently well.
I'm still gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, your Melter will be able to clean up a decent bit, but this is fine. Like, the thing about Mustangs, especially setting them up, is that it's a pretty bad unit without range. But at least you have them on the board now, so you can, like, potentially, like, buy a few more.
Ooh, this sounds really good on the melting point, dude.
It's alright. I don't like the item
this is even better.
much.
I think intensive training is really good, isn't it? Just because you can like always like boost up into one really OP unit.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to have available. It's especially good on things like Mustangs too, because it's one of those units that loves levels. So yeah, efficient light is also like fine because it's the earliest round it can show up. But it's an expensive card.
Yeah, is this like rareness or
it's
like just value? Okay.
Not particularly rareness. Red cards can only show up on round 4 and beyond. But after that, I don't think they have a higher drop rate, basically. It's an expensive card. That's why it's red.
Okay. Is there like any specific, once again, like meta-ish, like, or...
No.
Like you said, this one is fine. You like this one.
No.
Okay.
Like the main meta
I'll just go with my gut then and would take the intensive training.
Absolutely, yes. Don't worry about it too much, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So right side looking good.
Hmm.
As I said, like rule of thumb is trying to maybe range your units. Oh, he went armor to arc lights. Okay. Uh, I mean that does annoy the Mustangs, but
Yeah, they like light units don't really do any damage to them, right? Like now that
yes,
they block 60.
yes. But I mean your bigger units do. So
Yeah.
you could just like try to basically like the right side was looking fine, right? It's just that the left side
Hmm.
doesn't have the same setup, so he's
Yeah.
pushing in over there ever so slightly. So what you can do here is like set up another melter, like in front of your tower, for instance, and then like set up another like Mustang to help it out, like on the left side. Yep, amazing. Maybe yeah, try to. You can see if the melter like would ever want to go to the sledges on the left. Like that would be what we try to target. Yeah, amazing.
All right. Is it worth already to upgrade their HP?
No, I don't think you have to. Basically,
Okay.
like the most important tech almost always on any unit is range. After that, the other option, you have other like options, right? After that, you can start thinking of a second tech, but almost
Hmm.
always range. In this scenario, your melters are doing fine.
Okay.
I would just like use your intensive training maybe on one of the Mustangs, and yeah, you can like call it a day basically. If you want to, you can like grab, for instance, defense enhancement on the right tower.
Okay. Like the
It's
fortification
the
here?
no the hit point buff. So the all the way on the right. I don't know if you know about
Oh,
these.
it's permanent.
Yes,
Oh, I
this
thought
is
it was
something
only
that
for one
doesn't get
round. I never got
explained.
those.
Yes, it's really good to have these. So
Yeah, these
you
permanents
probably
were
like
not there for only for one round.
those are temporary. So left tower is temporary. Right side is buying permanent stuff or like
Okay.
permanent spells
Wow.
that have a cooldown.
All right. Wait. It says one. Can I upgrade these multiple? Oh my god, this explains so much.
Yeah, you can upgrade it twice. The
And the
second
attack.
one
Okay.
adds 30% hit points, and they do stack, so you would get 45 total.
45. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is good knowledge.
Yeah, these are really good buttons to click. So like around round 5, you probably want to try and have at least the first ones, and then later on, like round 7 or so, you can start thinking about clicking the second.
Hmm. I see. Okay. Good to know. So I don't have the anti-armor yet on these guys. You mentioned it's probably not worth yet going for the rapid resupply just in order to get the upgrade in. Would
No,
set
no.
me too
You
far
also
behind.
don't have to worry too much about armor, right? Like your Mustangs don't have to kill the arc light. You have a melting point for that. Like this is a really important concept too. Like this is why you have these bundles of units. You have your melting
Hmm.
points, their job is to kill the tanky units. And you have your Mustangs, their job is just to just clear the way for your melting points. They don't like shooting at wasps, so the Mustang's job is to kill the wasp. And if they can do that, the rest is up to your melting point.
All right. Perfect. Don't have anything else really to spend on right now, so I guess we'll just. And
Yes, send it.
regarding like promotion, is that something that you would go for early on? Just because like I feel like promotion just gives you so much stats. It's like doubling
Yes,
almost
it
stats
is
of a
very
unit.
good. Um, so like early on, you probably do want to prioritize levels. The thing is like, how important is your unit that you get a level on? So for instance, all of your chaff, as a rule of thumb, you don't want to level. So if you have levels on your fangs
Hmm.
or crawlers, those don't matter. Leveled units give a ton more experience. So like level 2 units, for example, give 3 times the amount of a level 1. So you have to be a bit careful as
Oh, it's like feeding experience to the opponent.
exactly. So that's why we don't level our chaff
Gotcha.
typically. Um,
Oh man, I've been making so many mistakes.
I mean, this is not like this is kind of like starting to get into advanced stuff, right? So this is not something that gets explained necessarily. In this case as well, you have levels on your Void Eyes, but your Void Eyes are no longer the main DPS carry because you replace them with
Hmm.
Melters. So you can level your Void Eyes, but you don't really need them to do anything here. Like they don't have a super important job at the moment. The melting point level would be nice, but it's just slightly expensive on round 4, and you needed other stuff, right? So
Gotcha. Yeah.
kind of typically, like first thing is you need to get your deployments on the board. Then you can start thinking about like level ups and techs.
All right. So got some steel bolts now.
Okay, so they have a lot of like, they have an awful lot of mid-sized units. Steel balls and sledgehammers are basically like the same unit because of their pack size. So they have the same counter, which is like Scorpion, or in this case, Hacker as well.
This is going good.
Yeah. I mean, like, your melting point just gets to do their job, shooting at tanky units, and your Mustangs manage to kill all the wasps for them, so you're doing just fine. Ah. Well. That's lovely.
Which one are you looking at and we're like, okay, I like this?
The Scorpion.
Just the Scorpion.
So this unit is like the main counter to Sledgehammer and Steel Ball boards. So anytime you see like someone go heavy into Sledgehammers and you get offered this, you're very happy.
Ah, okay, okay.
Also turns out...
How fast is this? 7.
You can basically put it
6.
at the same height as the melting points. They're like similar speeds. Yeah, feel free to put it in front of the Void Eyes there, like next to your melter even. Yep.
Right.
So the nice thing here...
You said range is important. Yep.
Yeah, on your chaff clear unit first. So right now, most important unit to get range on is your Mustang.
Are they the chaff? Okay, they're the chaff clear.
Yeah, they are a form of chaff clear. Your spiders are too, so you were correct in hovering them, because it's true that they are also chaff clear. But in this game, you chose to go Mustang. Like, your spiders don't really have a job, because your opponent didn't buy any chaff on the ground. The only chaff they might have is the wasps. So
true, that ground only, yeah.
Now, you're already building a comp that's like really solid. Melter Mustang and Scorpion Mustang are both two comps that are very solid. They complement each other well. So you can basically just kind of keep building this comp now. Like, you've basically built a board, or the setup for a board, that has virtually no weaknesses. So you can keep building these bundles of units, like Melters, maybe more Mustangs on the right side, or a Scorpion on the right side. You can kind of pick and choose. But your setup is mostly complete. So now it's all going to be about building the same core units and building more chaff. And then eventually you will start teching your DPS units as well.
Is this a point right now just because I see that it adds up nicely? I could upgrade both of these to level 2 and get the range on them. That'd be something that's worthwhile? Because I feel like if I upgrade the range here, the melting point would hit the sledgehammer before it gets in range of the wasps.
So keep in mind, you still need to get your deployments down. So you got 2 units for free, but you haven't used your deployments. So try and get your deployments down first. It's perfectly fine if you just want to buy 2 crawlers, right? That's allowed, like, but just try and use those and then see how much money you have left.
Okay, I think I could go for like double Mustang and then still get the range upgrade.
Yeah, that works.
I think I want to keep these in the middle just in case my opponent adds more in the middle.
That's fine.
All right.
Looks really solid. So yeah, this is like really the start, like the point of the game where you will simply start building the same units.
Yeah, this is what I like now. They were able to get them. Nice.
But yeah, like at this point, like you have no weaknesses anymore on your board, so you just build more of the same. You can basically try to expand your board onto the right side, or at least make sure that the right side is safe, and then that's it. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm suffering from Vodafone internet at the moment at the place that I live, and it's not the most stable of internet.
No problem. I'm glad you're back. Okay, well, I didn't hear anything you said, but
I didn't say much. I just said, okay. I think I just said I'm disconnecting.
All right. I think you're fine here though. Like, as I said, your setup is now solid. So at this point, it's just going to be about building the more of the same stuff. So like, you know, one more melter, like buy more chaff, that type of stuff.
And more chaff. But I don't have enough in order to really make use of that. I'll just...
Unit levels are also very good here, but it's kind of expensive. It is the last round, though, presumably. Round 6. It's a bit early, but he's down to 1,300, so you can loan if you want to.
I'll just go for that. I don't think he can match this.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty doomed. I don't even know what he did that round. But yeah, this is the this is the
quick one.
The insane bot, which is insane. Well, the other meaning of the word.
Well, in AoE, they just start to cheat when they aren't strong enough anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just get more resources.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah. No, that's not the case here. The bots are unhinged in this game.
All right. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, that's perfect. That's I thought Mustangs were just like pure anti-air and never to be used for anything else, but that's good that they're like anti-Jav as well.
Yeah, Mustang is like a very powerful all-rounder, especially for beginner to intermediate players. It's a very, very popular unit because it kind of does a bit of everything.
So Mustang, you mentioned not to level Javs, but Mustang is something that I should be able to level, right? Because they're also like a little bit further in the back. So
absolutely,
that would actually
Mustang isn't chaff.
Okay.
Mustang is you can count Mustang as chaff clear unit.
Okay, nice.
It loves levels too. So anytime you have a level on it, it's great if you want to keep using them.
All right.
We can queue up here.
Okay, what's next? Queue. Okay, will do. Oh, instantly.
Yeah, the majority of the player base, I think, is below 1,000 MMR. So once you cross 1,000, you will
to
know
get fast
you're
queues.
Above 50%.
Yeah.
No,
unusual, but much appreciated. No, it's unusual for me because typically it takes me a couple of minutes to find a game. Okay, let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, let's just go with what we... actually, we didn't use any anti-air. I like the 50 additional supply.
Mm-hmm.
Steel ball, though.
Specialist.
I'll go with the supply.
All right.
Okay, so we got... Who are we up against? Oh. Okay.
Hound Saber.
Yeah, so Hounds are already going to be nice against this, and I think the Sabers are nice against the Steel Balls. Yeah.
They don't particularly love shooting at bigger, like, clumps of units. They can only shoot one ball at a time, basically, so it's fine. Okay, so what are you missing?
Right now, I'm missing... I'm missing range, obviously. I don't have anything that attacks from range. And I'm missing, like, big single target. Like big single target damage.
You have big single target damage. Steel balls are basically single target damage. They're like mini melters.
Okay. Do you think they survive long enough?
Yes, if they can lock on, yes.
Okay.
But basically what you don't have right now is chaff clear. So I would recommend you buy arc lights.
Lights? Gotcha.
Middle top.
There we go. This is not the situation for Mustangs right now. Wait, okay, no, they're over here.
You can't buy them anyway. Just go double arc lights here if you don't start with chaff clear.
I see.
And we're going to throw those right in front of the tower. And then the steel balls, we're going to put those basically where your Mustangs were last game. Because they're just as fast. Amazing. Yes. Yep.
All right.
And then we're going to see what he does. Wow, okay. So he bought one marksman against anti-air. I guess he did have potentially the money to go air. And he immediately teched the Saber. So this is something that you typically shouldn't do. Like, you should not be teching your units this early, especially like your DPS units.
Oh, okay. Wait. Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
You should also like definitely not skip a deployment for it this early on. Again, like deployments are the golden rule of thumb here for your rounds. Make sure that you make use of both of them because they're limited.
Okay. So my opponent also always gets these units, and I don't have any anti-air right now, so chances are he might be using anti-air.
Yep.
Or rather, he might be getting the air unit, so I could be getting the Tarantula and immediately have an anti-air unit, but I only get one.
Tarantula doesn't shoot air. None of these units do except Wasp.
Oh, I'm mistaken for the Gatling gun unit. Okay.
It's fine here to take the Wasp yourself.
Yeah, I'm tending towards the Wasp.
Either way, you already like those were 2 chaff clear units and a tank, and you already have chaff clear, so like, you should be fine. Wasps are going to be at the same height as Mustang as well, but you can do this too if you want to.
I feel like I just want to be annoying a little bit here and just force a reaction immediately with this unit. Now, I feel like, would it be worth it right now just to go into Mustangs and have like them on the sides here again? Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
All right, still have 100 left, but nothing I really want to invest. Actually, is it worth going into defense enhancement early on?
You can go like attack if you really want to. It's good for your Mustangs. You can also like
wondering
keep
if
the
it's
money.
Attack or defense better.
In this case, I'll probably
just
say
save
attack, but you can save.
Yeah, I'll save it for now. Okay, perfect. He did go for these. Increased with attack against ground as well. Okay, nice. They're tanking. Perfect, perfect. I love this.
You have the jump drive tech on them too, so you can be extremely annoying.
All right, yeah.
Like the tech that allows you to break one of the core mechanics of the game, kind of. Normally,
so
you
if he reacts,
units,
I can just, I can just like take them away from here and have them with my army again.
Yep. You can even like position them backwards and put a unit in front in case he missiles. You can do a lot of annoying stuff.
Let's see, yeah. 75% is quite nice. Decreased recruitment of steel ball. Something that I've seen, I think this is probably only something that works at like low MMR, correct me if I'm wrong, but like mass chaining steel ball. But I mean, I saw how the melting points like deal with that. Yeah.
Yeah, Scorpion also like completely obliterates chain.
I guess like the
research is fine.
You
haven't teched anything yet. Yeah. Could be a good turn to range your Mustangs, honestly.
All right.
Don't AA them. I would control Z. You can undo. Range is just better generally.
Yeah.
Always better to go first. Almost always.
And now what would you recommend unit-wise? Like, what am I looking at here right now that he has? He's got a lot of these marksmen at the moment in the back. I think that's what he wants to go into at the moment, weirdly enough, mass marksman. I don't think that's a good idea, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, they're not great against small units. You could just, like, buy double Mustang if you want to, considering you just tech them. It does mean that your Wasp stays on the flank for now, but honestly, like, that's kind of fine.
It's, yeah. If he reacts to it, then that's all right. I can just move them over here. All right, let's go for this one then.
You put those behind the steel balls if you want to. This is also quite a classic pairing, steel ball Mustang, because they have the same speed. Steel ball is like a nice tanky unit to go in front. Oh, he's lowering already and went first here.
How do you see that he... Oh, okay, there we go. Is there like a visual for that?
Yeah, you can see his tower is like glowing red.
Ah, okay.
It's like overcharged. Okay, so like the one thing that we're missing now is some DPS.
Target. Yeah.
But other than that, we're doing kind of fine. His board is also not really specialized at killing Mustangs, so you can see it takes him a long time to get through.
Yeah, I was gonna say I shouldn't win this, but it's surprisingly close.
Yeah. And keep in mind he loaned, So
Yeah.
economically speaking, you're already getting quite ahead here.
So single target wise, let's see, do we get anything interesting here? Mobile beacon. Is skipping worth it?
Yeah, you can skip
Typically?
here.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything that I really like. I mean, the barrier is nice, I guess, but other than that,
yeah, you would have
this
to play a
is...
giant with that.
I mean,
But you can
actually, isn't
skip.
that fine? Because I want to go for like DPS.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like you can pick it and go for Melter again if you want to.
Let's try something else. I don't need to do the same thing every time, so it's nice to get like more rotations in of different units. I see that he has anti-air with marksman. They would do relatively... I could go Wraith, actually. If I put them further back, the marksman wouldn't start hitting on them.
Wraith is not a DPS unit.
It's not
Wraith
a DPS,
is a
okay.
chaff clear unit.
So, Scorpion better, probably?
Scorpion could work. Either Scorpion or Sabretooth yourself, if you want to.
I've seen Sabretooth do quite well.
Sabretooth is like more
rank
specialized into big targets, so I would prefer that here over Scorpion. Scorpion you basically buy a premium because it has a big splash radius.
Should I triple this one? I got enough.
Maybe just like range these sabers. Try and get like an advantage. And they can basically be like beside your arc lights.
I can
and maybe
still
buy another crawler
triple.
or something. This chaff clear is not amazing, so like building some late chaff is decent. You can put it like up against the backboard.
I don't have any roll. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Back here, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh. Wait, doesn't that take 15 seconds?
It does. I mean, it will hit your units, but...
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Okay, so that's...
on round 4, so...
That's a lot of units dead.
That's very fine, though.
But at least it looks pretty.
It does. You might still end up winning this, actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this Sabretooth is putting in work, holy.
Well, the thing is, right, he clicked... He also has sabers, so you're playing a mirror, but he clicked double shot first, and that doesn't increase range. So you're basically engaging him from further away, and that gives you the advantage.
Oh, they one-shot each other? Okay, that's a heavy counter
during
against
debuff,
itself.
yes. They two-shot each other normally, but during debuff, your units take 50% more damage.
Yeah. We still have the Wasp on the side that's not really doing anything.
Yeah, you could sell it if you want to.
You said it's really bad. Okay, this one's probably really bad, right? This just gives experience to my opponent for free.
Yeah, it's not amazing. Let's not get into carry fangs. That is another thing.
I tried that. It worked once out of 3 times.
It's fun, but I don't think you need it. Like, your setup is just solid here.
Is the Void Eyes good for, like, good DPS?
Yeah, Void Eyes are nice. I mean, they're very high level, too, so they've got good DPS.
Yeah.
I don't think you really need to do anything with them, though. Again,
should I get range on them?
You've already got range on your sabers, right? So you've got roll overlap, basically, between those units. So I would just, like... You can keep them on the board. If they do something, it's nice. If not, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
So just, like, focus on the units that you teched, basically. So right now, it's probably just buy more sabers.
Buy more sabers. More sabers it is.
Yep. Kind of try to, I guess, pair them up with your Mustang packs, right? So you have, like, 2 on the outsides. Maybe try to put 2 on the insides. And then grab some levels on the Mustangs and the Sabers. Those are, like, your important units. You can also upgrade all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just not good at clicking stuff.
And then, I mean, here you can, like, mass recruit another crawler. You can grab the tower buffs on the right tower if you want to. You can float a little bit of money here. Don't worry too much about it. Yep. Like, right now you're crushing, so it's really up to him to somehow, like, fix this. And I doubt...
These were the ones I was thinking about with the anti-air.
Typhoons.
Typhoons, yeah. So I like good anti-swarmers, anti-chaffs.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about Typhoons. It's like an aggro-only unit, and it's somewhat tricky to play. It's very bad in standard, and it's not great on defense either.
Really close. My Sabretooth almost one-shot that one. I feel like if I get the damage upgrade one more time, then they would one-shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, you're very far ahead here, so you have the money to grab it. Yeah, you could grab
Ooh,
advanced offensive
yeah.
tactics too.
I mean that, and then this one as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I could giga stack the damage on my units,
Mm-hmm.
and I could still get more saber tooths if I wanted to. But
It could be
what's he
nice
making in the
to
meantime?
have some like chaff in front of your units here.
Yeah.
Uh, so like either fangs or crawlers like vertical right in front of your sabers, just to prevent like missiles and insta locks from happening.
Hmm.
Yep. So here typically I would recommend you place them vertical. This all basically comes down to the funneling thing again. Basically, if you do
Ah,
this,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
less surface area, so it creates a better funnel.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. These here, I mean, my opponent's not really doing it, but I think I could just he doesn't have a chance,
I mean,
even
you
if he
can
goes to
missile
the
his
side.
board if you want to. You can
Yeah.
missile the sledgehammer pack on the right.
How much health do they have?
They
3,000.
died to
This
the
does
missile.
5,000. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
You can go temp range here if you want to as well, and speed.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this guy. Oh,
Ah,
okay.
okay. There we go.
There's some cheesy business going on.
There's the beefy unit. You might still win this, even though it's really, really tanky.
Hmm.
If not, like, a good counter to, like, the ground titans. So either Mountain or War Factory is Abyss, the other titan. But honestly, you're doing just fine. I mean, you're crushing.
Nice. All right. Perfect. That guy had so
GG's.
much more MMR than me too. Amazing.
Yes. So you'll climb a nice amount.